Well, for the lawyers that may be listening, they know every contract has an implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. So putting that into regular terms, it means being honest. Whoa, what a concept! And not getting in each other's way. I mean, if you were ordering something from a vendor, you would have specifications. You would talk about the quality and the quantity of what it is that you're buying, and that's what they need in order to be able to deliver it. When you're talking about services, it gets a little bit fuzzier because you're sort of anticipating and assuming that people have a certain level of professional understanding of what's necessary. But especially for young associates in professional services firm, they're learning.
Yeah.
They're learning. They're learning how to communicate. They're learning how to deliver the product in the way that you want it, in a way that's going to make sense. And so being able to provide them the support in terms of timely information, not having information siloed, but also the technical expertise, the infrastructure for the computers and so forth. How are we going to communicate, knowing what's going to be the best method of communication? Somebody sends a text, somebody sends an email, and it crosses, and it's like, well, you didn't answer. Well, I'm not looking there. I mean, there's just so many little, a million little things where it can go wrong. So, but keeping the big picture in mind about good faith and fair dealing and providing the necessary support so that they can provide what's needed.
And so let's say a Rainmaker has a team, let's say he's working with a junior partner, maybe a counsel, 3 or 4 associates, and one of their colleagues just isn't performing at the level that that person needs to. The quality isn't there, or they're not meeting deadlines. And this is a Rainmaker that's not been trained as a professional manager, but he or she has to manage that team, has to address those issues of performance. Within this context of the implied social contract, how should that Rainmaker, what should that Rainmaker do in that particular scenario?
Well, I think that's a very common scenario where people are disappointed with performance, and then respond in a way that is somewhat counterproductive. In my experience, what would be more helpful would be to focus on, the specific issue of what's being missed.